A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. To the right side and complete to Atwell. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning team takes it down and scores, that can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Lance now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Montgomery, a 1st down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a run with Montgomery. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stafford now to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. The 20. into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Lance now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This one to the left to Higbee.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. After the interception, here's Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-season on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's third down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, Lance. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, he's going to air one out. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Lance looking to throw it. Room to run past midfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Lance now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
68 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory. They didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Niners 31, Rams 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing is Stanford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Van Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Montgomery. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets him to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Again, it's Stafford. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Rolling to his right.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Touchdown, Rams! Cam Akers, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Rams 22.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. And they take a knee.
And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more.